There was a 10-second moment that completely changed my relationship with money forever. I went from thinking like someone who always struggles financially to being someone that always attracts wealth. It happened in just 10 seconds, but it took me months to figure out what actually made the shift. Most people are gonna watch this entire video and they still won't get it. They'll nod along, they'll think they understand, but they won't make the shift. And that's exactly why most people stay broke, while just a few of us will get rich. If you're one of the few that actually gets this, and I mean really gets it, everything changes. Your bank account changes, your opportunities change, your entire life trajectory changes. So I'm gonna walk you through the exact mindset that took me from broke college student to making my first million by the age of 23 years old. The old way I used to think, the specific moment everything clicked, and the new framework that's made me more money than I ever thought possible. But here's the thing, I cannot make you get it. That part is up to you. Let me paint you a clear picture of how I used to think about money and business. I thought rich people were lucky. I thought they had connections I didn't have, or inherited money, or they were just naturally smarter than me. I thought there was some secret club that I wasn't invited to. When I saw someone driving a Ferrari or a Benz or living in a big house, my first thought was, what do their parents do? Or they probably got lucky with crypto or some kind of scam or something like that. Must be nice to have rich parents. I was obsessed with finding the perfect opportunity. I spent weeks researching business ideas, looking for the one with the least risk and the least effort, the guaranteed highest returns, the easiest path to success. And here's the kicker. I thought that being an entrepreneur meant working harder than everyone else. I thought that rich people outworked poor people. So I was grinding 80-hour weeks thinking that that was a path to wealth. Every single one of these thoughts kept me broke. And if you think any of these thoughts, those are the same things keeping you broke as well. The moment every single thing changed for me happened on a Tuesday afternoon. I was 20 years old, sitting at my dorm room, and I had just gotten a call from a mentor who was going to help me with land flipping. This guy was making multiple six figures already flipping land. I asked him the question that I always ask successful people at the time. What's your secret? What do you know that I don't know? And he said something to me that stopped me dead in my tracks. He told me, Femi, you're asking me the wrong question. You're looking for what you don't know. But the real question is, what do you refuse to believe? I was confused. I was like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? He told me that I refuse to believe that I'm already capable of being wealthy right now. You refuse to believe that the only difference between you and $1 million is to act on what you already know. When he told me that, I was completely silent. Something had clicked immediately. I realized that I wasn't looking for information. I was looking for permission. I wasn't looking for the secret. I was looking for someone to guarantee me that I wouldn't fail. But here's exactly what I understood in that moment. Rich people and wealthy people don't look for guarantees. We create certainty through action. That conversation completely rewired the way that I think forever. And let me break down the framework that's helped me make multiple seven figures in profit by 25 years old. The old thinking was I need to find the perfect opportunity. The new thinking is I need to become the type of person that creates opportunities. The old thinking, I need more information before I start. The new thinking is I need to get more action so I can execute on the information that's actually required. The old thinking, rich people are lucky or have advantages that I don't have. The new thinking, rich people see opportunities where other people see problems. Here's the biggest one of them all. The shift that changed everything. Old thinking, I'll be successful when I find the right business model. New thinking, I'll be successful when I master one business model. See, I used to think that success was about finding the perfect vehicle. Now, I know that success is about finding the right vehicle and becoming the best driver you can possibly be. When I made this shift, I stopped looking for every single shiny object. I stopped researching every single little business opportunity. I picked land flipping and I dedicated myself to having more conversations, making more offers, being better at processes, being better at systems, doing deals better than anyone else I knew. While other people were still researching and planning and looking for guarantees, I was talking to sellers. I was having conversations. I was making offers. While they were hoping for luck, I was creating my own luck through massive intentional action. So how does this actually show up in real life? Let me give you some practical examples. When I see a market that looks challenging, my new mindset says, every difficult lead is practice for my negotiation skills. How can I create value for this person in one way or another? Because when you can create value for any single person, they will always come back to you, even if you don't get a deal done right then and there. When I used to have months where deals didn't close, my old mindset would panic and think, maybe this business just doesn't work anymore. My new mindset says, this is just data. What can I learn from this month to make the next month and the month after that even better? Which is why now we don't go through any cycles where we have cash crunches or where deals don't close. You see the difference? One mindset waits for the perfect conditions. The other one creates perfect conditions through skill and persistence. Now here's why most people won't even make this shift, even though they think that they will. Because this shift requires you to take responsibility, it requires you to admit that your current financial situation is a direct result of your current thinking and actions. And most people are just not willing to do that. It's so much easier to believe that rich people are just lucky or they all have trust funds or daddy and mommy's money or whatever people people will say. It's easier to believe you need more information. It's easier to believe that you're waiting for the right opportunity, because if you believe those things, then your lack of success, lack of money in your bank account is not your fault. You can stay comfortable in your current situation because it's not really your choice. If you accept the fact that you already have everything needed to start building wealth right now, then you have to act. And action is scary. So what happened when I made this shift? Within the year, I had closed my first land deal and I made over $50,000. Not because I found some secret strategy, but because I finally started taking massive action on what I already knew. Within 9 months after that, I had made my first $100,000 in profit. Not because the market got easier, but because I got better. By the time I was 23, I had made my first $1 million in profit, and I was traveling the world, putting stamps on my passport and my wife's passport, and building the investment portfolio that would take care of us for the rest of our lives. Not because I got lucky, but because I became the person that created their own luck. And today I have a business that generates multiple 6 figures in profit per quarter, while I only work a few hours a week. Not because I found some passive income hack, but because I built systems and hired people the right way and became a real operator. The opportunities were always there. The information was always available. The only thing that changed was my willingness to act like a wealthy person before I actually became one. So here's my challenge for you. Stop looking for more information. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop hoping someone else will give you permission to be wealthy. Pick one thing, one business model, one opportunity, one skill, and commit to mastering it. Not researching over and over and over again, not planning, not thinking about it, truly mastering it. If you want the exact systems and processes that allow me to make multiple 6 figures a quarter in profit, all while working a few hours a week, book a strategy call below with my team, and we'll be happy to help you. But I only want you to book that call if you've made that mindset shift. Only book in with us if you're ready to act like a wealthy person before you become one. Because I can give you the best strategies ever in the world, strategies that print millions and millions of dollars a year. But if you have the wrong mindset, you will always find a way as to why those strategies don't work. So listen, the shift is available to you right now. The question becomes, are you going to take it?